Well, good, good morning to the one person that's here. We're just having some just morning chat. That's it. We're just having morning chat. You can hear what I'm doing. I'm grinding it up. I had some exciting news that I want to share, but I would rather not share it here. I don't expect for this live to have too many people because I haven't kept it in the algorithm. And most of the notifications probably didn't even go up. Okay, okay. Hold up. If you don't know, then you know. I'm about to punch a bitch in the nose if she keep fucking with me. No, how it go? I'm about to catch another case. If this bitch don't get out of my face, I don't really like it anyway. I wanted to start doing, well, I'm going to start doing lives on other channels. I'm not going to be here that long this morning anyway. There's a lot of draining shit going on YouTube. Draining. And I will say that. I've been spending time with my man lately, so, you know. And then yesterday I would have put out a video. Good morning, Miss Beverly Palmer. YouTube said, nope, you're not putting this out. So, I'm okay. So, hey, Tina Bless. Some things is just best left unsaid. We're, I'll be listening while cooking. That's fine. Um, I really think that I need to get back into grudges. Remember when I started doing a little episode about grudges and when people hold grudges against you, it's facts. It really is. So, I think that's merely life is but a dream. What the fuck needs to go? I think that's what needs to go. And I have to stop cursing. I can curse, but not as much as I do. Yes, and when I come up here now, like I'm, the coming up here for free and spending your time up here on YouTube for free. It's not doing anything. I get cash apps. I'm not complaining about, people who do send me. I'm not complaining about that. But it's like compared to the money that I used to make, and it's money on Instagram. It is. It's money on Instagram. You just got to be able to know how to make the social media money. So making social media money is not like making money. You know what I'm saying? How you regularly make money, or you might have a little hustle that you got on the side or whatever. No, this is a real grind. You really got to put that work in, as far as with social media. Tina, why Sakina get 4 emojis and I get 3? Be fair. I'm seeing so much, different stuff. And with you, certain things that I'm starting, it's just like, it's been going on, but like, you just don't know, you don't notice certain stuff. And it's like, the shit has been going on. It has been. I really wish the situation with Lisa and Lovely and them, I wish that shit just wouldn't have never escalated the way that it did. That honesty, I'm being honest about that. And people keep just looking over the bigger picture. She said, if Myron keeps doing this to me, this is what I'm going to do to Lisa. So it isn't, oh, well, she just started coming for me. No, she started coming for you because of the dude that you were dealing with was coming for her. And she said it. If he stopped, he leave her alone, leave her family alone. She'll leave Lisa alone. She said that, but he won't stop. And a lot of people was like, no, you can't hold count Lisa. No, you can't. And I'm saying this, you can't hold Lisa accountable for what he's doing. James was being held accountable for over a year for what she was doing, and that was coming from Myron. So I honestly think that she looked at it like, listen, he been attacking my husband, then I'm going to attack the person that he's with. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's not right. It's not right on neither parts. It wasn't right when he was doing it to King James for the period of time that he was doing it, and neither part is right. You can't say she's wrong without saying that he's wrong. You can't do that. Yeah, can't do that. And to be honest, I thought that Marvin would, because that he was dealing with Lisa. That I honestly, at the time, I said, well, maybe, because he know after dealing with, after being on YouTube for a long period of time, he know how lovely it is. He know how she gets. He knows. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, maybe he'll stop because he don't want Lisa to feel the wrath or go through the wrath of what's going on. You know what, he don't want her getting involved, or you know what I'm saying, being involved in the party. He don't want her involved of it. So I thought that he would stop. Y'all got to look at the whole picture of it, the whole fucking picture. That shit would, you know what I'm saying? Right is right and wrong is wrong. And if King James was already being talked about, he was already saying shit about the man, which is a truth. And Myron know that to be the truth. He had already been doing it for a while, way before him and Lisa started even talking. And Lodi said it. Stop talking about me. They asked them. Stop talking about us. This is way before all this stuff happened with Lisa. That's like if Mister was in a certain type of shit in the street, and the person straight up told him, "Yo, man, if you keep up the shit that you're doing, I'm gonna get you where it hurt. I'm gonna get your girl. I'm gonna touch her ass. She gonna feel the wrath of what the fuck you out here doing." He continues on. Mister continues on doing what he doing, and they get at me or they do something to me. Um, that was wrong. Yeah, it is wrong. But guess what? He knew what the consequences was. Mister knew because he was fully warned, so he knew what the consequences was. She's doing what she was doing before it got where it got wherever it got at the other day. Cause I haven't gotten caught up on everything again. I've been spending time with my man before it got wherever it got at the other day. Myron had been asked, leave us alone. Stop watching me. Myron didn't stop. Whatever it is that yeah, yeah, hey, he's like, fuck it. I'm going to do what I do. Whatever it is that's in him that's making him continue, then hey, I mean, a person to stop where they feel, where they want to stop. But when it gets to a point where I'm being fully warned and I'm being told, like, listen, if you keep this shit up, this is going to backfire on somebody that you care about. It's going to backfire on somebody that you love. You know what I'm saying? On somebody that means something to you personally in real life. It's going to backfire on you. And I continue, and it backfired on that person. I was already fully warned. Like, there was a warning before the storm. It's always a warning before the storm. This shit that's going on, it could have all been, it could have all stopped. Again, nobody was, and he could come out and say, "Oh, Sakina, she dragged you, she did this to you, she did, yeah." She sure did. But guess what? Not, but guess what? Like I always say, none of that would have happened if Sakina would not have came out here and told that woman's business. I showed the screenshots of what she sent me for us with James and all that type of shit. All that type of shit. I came out and I started going after her. So whatever came down the motherfucking shoe, listen, I'm a big girl. I know what motherfucking panties I put on. I put my big girl panties on. I know what the fuck I did. So people can keep on saying, "Oh, she dragged you. She did this to you. She did that to you." Guess what? I know what the fuck I did in order for that all that shit to take place. And that be the problem. People be mad because I take responsibility for my fucking shit. I I know what did one hand. I had to do something. Something had to happen for all that shit to transpire the way that it did. And I've been saying that shit for years, so it ain't nothing new that anybody hearing and all this type of shit. Like, come on, y'all. So they can bring that up 1,000 times. The older you get, the wiser, the less shit you start caring about. I don't care. Okay, it happened. Oh, I wouldn't do. So what? That's you. What you wouldn't do, I wouldn't do. What you would do, I wouldn't do. Okay? And that's the bottom line. The shit does not have to, go as far and extended as it is. The lady asked that man to leave her alone a while ago, way before all this shit with Lisa started. And the reality of it is, like she said, if Myron keep fucking with me, this is what I'm gonna do for is with Lisa. And everybody is saying, oh, well, it's not right because Lisa doesn't have anything to do with it. Oh, well, it's not, it wasn't right because King James didn't have anything to do with whatever he was originally upset with Lovely about. We're not living in a day and age where a man controls what, what the woman does or, how she maneuvers. We're not living in those day and ages. You need to control her. No, he don't need to fucking control her. I wish the fuck somebody would come around and be like, oh, Mr. need to control. He don't need to control shit. He don't control when I go to the bathroom. He don't control when I wake up. It ain't no, we're not living in that day and age. Mind manipulation, where the man controls the woman. So this is what's going on. A woman doesn't have, that freedom to do as the fuck she please. Hey, good morning, Big Meech. Fuck that. We're not living in those days where, the woman had to stay home. A woman shouldn't be outside after a certain time. We're not living in those days and age. I could see if you use the word submissive, but they're not using the word submissive. They're using the word control. And she probably, and offline, she probably is more submissive to James than anything. A lot of y'all say we're online. It's a part of an entertainment. It's a part of an entertainment to y'all. Child, we on a whole different channel, Michi. We ain't on talk your shit. Look at the everybody that come in. Look at the what's the name? Yeah, this is a different channel. I don't be taking people wrenches. I still got a problem with doing that. It's probably people who got wrenches that you know. Like I said, I don't know how this shit with Baba Chosen got started. I don't. I do not that part. I don't know. But this shit for us with Lisa, we all sat back, and those who have watched Myron, because for a little, I was watching Myron for a little while in the beginning. Like I said, when he was talking about other shit and doing him, he probably would talking shit every now and then. But his videos wasn't how they are now. So you know, he had been talking about that man for a period of time. And now the wife want to talk about his significant other. Like I said, I don't think it's fair to James or fucking Lisa. I stood on that from the first time I was asked that. I don't think it's fair to neither one of them. So, all this extra shit, all this other stuff, like, y'all can, anytime you try to resolve a problem, you got to try to get to the root of it. You do. You have to try to get to the root of what the fuck is going on and where it started at, how did it start, and all that shit. Like, come on, you just can't point the finger at one person and be like, oh, well, she did this, and everything else is getting buried. She said she would have stopped. And then let's get real, because the night that she made the video, she said it. If he keeps coming for me, I'm going to go after Lisa. So there was a next day. And what did he do the next day after that? He got up there and he made a video about her. He started coming at her. So whether it was that day he made the video after she said that, and she came back like a day that next later on that night or that next day, that's why I said. I mean, come on, he didn't care. He didn't. He did not care. He didn't care what the consequences was going to be. He didn't care about none of that. Because before all that, Lisa wasn't talked about. Lisa wasn't brought up. Nothing about Lisa, anything, nothing. People upset because she stayed on her word. That's it. That's honestly what it is. People are upset because she stated on her fucking word. She said it, Byron. You keep making you keep fucking with me and my husband. This is what's going to happen, far as with Lisa. So that gave him enough time to say either, listen, okay, I don't want my folks involved in this. I don't want no harm coming to my fucking folks. Because I know how these motherfucking people can get. I've been dealing with them for a period of time. So it's not like I'm going in here blindfolded and I have no idea how these people are. I know how they can get. And he left the door open for that. Come on, man. I just can't. This is just, I don't know. Y'all just looking at one side of the story because y'all don't like her. I got funnier things that what you talk about. This fucking bickering back and forth. You know, some things just bring out the worst for a lot of other shit. It does. I didn't know who Lisa was at first. I see now I was up to her and everything. I was cool with her, so then I got mad. Yeah, and then for me, after that shit that happened over on her panel, her brand, I'm going to say this because in my eyes, I respected a direction that you were going, okay? You can always learn something from somebody else, right? In the direction that I saw that she was going. Speaking of her brand, that the channel is her brand and she stands firm on that. So I was looking at this like, okay, I can respect that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your brand is your business. So you don't want nobody coming in and fucking up your business and this, that, and the third, stealing from you because that costs you money, right? And it also makes your brand look fucked up. When that shit happened over on that panel, And I came, I was very respectful. But when Lisa was told for the second time, oh yeah, I'm tired. It, I have, I'm going to start, not by me, not by me. We know who. And when she told that woman that, that's your bond, that's your word. This is how you can tell people like her, she never kept her word. Your word, a person as good as their word. If their word ain't shit, they ain't shit. You can only go by what somebody tell you. So you expect for them to keep their word. That was up on her. That that was a part of her brand. So in my eyes, seeing that this done happened to you twice, you got slapped in the face like that twice by the same person, and they didn't even apologize. That said a lot about me to me. It told me a lot. It depends on who you are that you can do this when it comes to my brand. But I still stand on what I said. I respect what Taylor said when she got up there. Taylor Made, if that's what her name is. I respect what she said. She brought that bullshit over there, and so forth and so forth. Had a lot to say in the motherfucking chat, all that type of shit. But the fact of the matter for me is, the bitch bowed down. And for me, that was enough. And then to turn around the next day and kick Lisa and smack Lisa in the face. Okay. But and again, and like I said, I don't know how the fuck she's sitting in no chat with Foot Soldier and uh, the People's Lounge and other people that she done motherfucking sat over there and tried to desecrate for no reason. Oh, yeah, but it's okay. You guys, like I said, just pray. I don't know, pray for one another. Hopefully this shit with Mama chose it and like they say, this too shall pass. Cause like I said, all this stuff could have ended. It could have stopped. It could have came to a halt. It could. There's a lot of things it could have did. Could have been over. Don't point fingers at one if you're not going to look at the other one. And that shit is real, y'all. Y'all don't like that lady to a core. It's so tiresome over here anymore. You can't make no fucking money over here. Make money, please. Take your ass to the other social media sites if you're about making some money. Because YouTube money is not money the way that it used to be. People that was here that was making money, and I don't know if they took the money with them, I don't know what the fuck happened. It is. It's just to a point where it's just overrated anymore. Just overrated with stupidity. You'll have people who'll be quiet for a while, And then they'll come out and they'll be like, oh, and yeah. And 7 months ago, and when everybody done forgot what the fuck happened 7 months ago. You don't have to say anything about some of these people around here. Nothing. Like old boy over there. He want to talk about my motherfucking daughter, and like I said, these people are very infatuated with children being violated because it's something that happened when she was a child, and the way that they talk about it is just like, it's not a truth because they we didn't know them. It's not a truth. We didn't know them, so they're gonna put their twist on it however they want to. I was 6 years old. My cousin was probably like 21 or 22. That bitch sat over there and said, well, did your aunt know what you did to your cousin? Bitch, I was 6. I don't know what type of fucking people these are, but they like to make they want to make the person who was violated feel like, oh, I will not ever feel like any of that. It's not my fault. You don't think people will do the shit that they do. You just don't think that that's in you. You don't ever think that. Those are the last things that you'll think about. And at 6 years old, who the fuck is thinking, oh, somebody's gonna touch me or do this to me? Or ain't nobody, no kids thinking like that. Yeah, I'm good today. You know, thank you for asking me that, Michi. I'm good. You have to keep your head above the water around this motherfucker. And we already motherfucking know I'm not going in no 5 feet of motherfucking water. It's over my head and the shit is too motherfucking deep. And I go on a high dive. But Sakina gotta get the fuck up out of here. So I enjoyed my 34 minutes with you guys. Sakina, do I need to get Carter to steal your step ladder? Hell no. I'm good. Victimization of a victim, and it's ignorant and sick. Yeah, it is. It is. But you want to know something? I know, it, it, it wasn't my fault. And the thing with my daughter, that's not nothing, anything that any mother would ever think, oh, this is what he'll do. And I mean, the graphic way that him and her talk about it is like, God damn, y'all are literally getting off on this. So, okay, you guys, that's the key to go. Woo ha ha, you guys have a beautiful day. Don't let no haters get in your way. And how that song go? I'm about to catch another case. If this bitch don't get out of my face, I don't really like it anyway. So you guys have a beautiful day. Um, keep smiling because we all need to laugh. Oh.